All right, can you hear me? Okay, good. My lavalier mic. I haven't. I haven't started live yet, but I. All right, I just started it up here. Yeah, well, I was wondering how this was gonna go. Actually, reason here. Yeah. Well, now I don't have my my. Now. Oh, my capture thing isn't working right. Oh, I know why. There. Messed that up. Well, okay. I didn't have, I had the wrong input there, so. Okay. Thanks, Prim. Thanks for uh, sticking around here. Oh, I got it. I am live. And, see. Oh, gotta. I didn't think ahead about getting my, I got my monitor up so I can see stuff, but okay. Yeah, I'm live. So let's see. Oh, I need to. Well, I need to turn you up, but that's gonna make the game loud too. Say something. I want to see how my levels are.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, hey, Prim. Tell me how the levels sound. Hopefully, not blowing you out, or it's not a lot of. I know there's no game sound right now, but hopefully, kind of gotta turn that down. I gotta add noise. Okay. Say something, Chris.
Something.
Okay, there we go. They should be
Something
able to
more
hear
than
you good.
that.
They should. Okay, they should be able to hear you good. All right. Hopefully, that kind of gets everything going good. Oh, hopefully, the sound here is not too bad. All right. Okay, we had a little rough start to this. I wanted it to be a little bit better, but all right. Welcome to my stream. Uh, we're gonna play some gamer trivia and some other things. I'm gonna play some Atari games. I got trivia questions for each of us. I got Skull52 on YouTube and Twitch watching, and then I'm gonna play my games. He's gonna play his games, and then we'll ask some questions as we go. How many questions did you come up with?
I got 70.
Okay, I was gonna say I have about that many as well in various things. So let's see here. Well, maybe we start off with a question apiece.
Hold on a second.
Yep. Hopefully,
I lost my map, so I'm currently trying to get everything set up for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch my chat, and I have my second monitor set up, so and
I think that's good enough. All right. Now you're not competing against the music anymore.
well, see, that's the thing. I might have a little bit of trouble with you on that too, but anyway, that'll work. This computer, it's pumping out a lot of heat to try and do this. All right, here I'll start first. And if anybody's watching on Twitch or YouTube, you can play along as well. Just let us know in the chat if you're on, and say hello, so we know who's in and whatnot. But I'll get one started. And like I said, I have some categories here, so I'll give you. I might give you the categories. There's some softballs in here, and then there might be some harder ones. So, okay, out of the video game series category, let's see. Okay. We'll start with an easy one. What kind of sport is played on Gran Turismo video game series? What kind of sport is played on the Gran Turismo video game series?
Well, I know, so I guess if anybody else is in,
We'll wait just a little bit because we're on a bit of a delay.
I know you know, I know because
Well, I know, and to be honest, some of these, like I Googled for some and got a list. I was like, okay, some of those are good, and downloaded a few of them. I came up on my own. So yeah, that's why there's going to be some softballs in there for you.
there's probably some in mine too.
And I'm gonna, and we'll give each other points for whatever we get right. So, all right, there must not be anybody in. So, what is it? I know you know, but
It's racing, car racing to be exact.
yeah. I mean, give you write that down. Give you a point for that. I knew that. Okay, ask me one.
Oh, we're doing. Let's see. Okay,
We'll go back and forth, and then, like I said, I'm going to begin playing a game here.
All right. So my first one. This is a softball too. It looks like. Zach Morris is a fictional character on what TV show?
Okay, I'll give a few people some time, but yeah. So Zach Morris on character on what fictional?
He's in a new show now.
Currently, because I know he did some stuff in the 2000s or maybe 2010s.
He's been doing a lot. He's been doing more stuff recently. I was trying to think of there was a show. There was another show I caught him in, but now he's on like he's playing a he's playing a bad guy. He's playing a villain actually.
Okay.
And it's about
yeah. Well, because he was kind of in that, I forget what it's called. It was kind of a top show.
Yeah.
2010s or what?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I know. NYPD Blue. Is that right?
Was it that? Yeah. You're actually.
I actually liked him in that one.
Well, I know the TV show is Saved by the Bell, so give me a point. Okay. Well, anyway, well, I guess we could kind of do some insider baseball. I'm a little curious on what problems we were having and getting the stream going, and then what'd you do to fix it?
Well, Grand Theft Auto needed updated, so I had to update that. And then when I went to go in, I finally got it updated and everything, and I went to go in and put in the name so that put it under the right category. For some reason, I must have hit the wrong button, so had to every time I hit a key, something would pop up, and so I had to restart the second time, and then I finally got it going, and by that time it was like just it was like 40-50 minutes later. I literally just did one beer run, and then that was it. But in the I also lost my I had set up my map to stream tonight, and because I was gonna switch over while it was downloading, and so I managed to lose my farming map too.
Oh.
That I had already set up. Huh.
Well, it's saved, but it had to like reload it, or just
No, the save disappeared.
Well, it's funny. I was reading on a
So now
that farming group, farm sim group. Somebody else was saying that they have that problem, or probably just a coincidence. They lost like 450 hours of
yeah, mine was because it was trying to save and trying to quit, and Grand Theft Auto was running at the same time, and it was kind of locking up Farm Sim, and just was not working. But now I'm good to go. I've got everything the way I want it.
Oh, hey Prim, I'm glad you're back. Are you able to hear? How's the audio? I got my sound tester back. Okay, we already did one. Oh, dang it! But hopefully you can hear. Okay, yeah. Well, since we got somebody in the chat, they pause this game. But good on YouTube. Okay. I assume you can hear my friend talking. He does talk.
Well, not yeah.
Okay. Let's do another round of questions. I guess if I get hit, since we have someone to play along at home. Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go into one of my other categories here. Okay. Console specific questions. This is the category. Question. Call of Duty Roads to Victory is for what video game console?
What?
Call of Duty Roads to Victory is for what video game console? The harder one.
Yeah, it is, because I've never heard of that one.
Give some time. We'll see if the folks out in YouTube land know it. He's Call of Duty Roads to Victory. Permigan Von Atlantis chat says Xbox. I guess you can try to agree with him or disagree. We could play
I was gonna go Switch.
Switch. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess is final answer. I guess. I
Yeah.
picked this one because it's kind of a, I don't know if we're gonna call it a trick one, but it's Call of Duty Roads to Victory is actually on the PSP, so the PS Portable.
Oh. I knew it had to have been one of those off things. It wasn't on the major. Because otherwise I would have known.
Well, that's why I kind of why I chose it, is because it would be it kind of throw you off. Okay, ask me a question then.
All right. Madonna's first Billboard Hot 100 song was what?
Oh, this one is hopefully isn't a trick. Like a Virgin. Oh, wait a minute. Here's something before you go. Remigan says here, I would strongly disagree with myself since the series was banned from time to time thanks to the German. That's, well, I mean, I guess I've heard about that, but I guess I've never known anybody from an area of the world where they tried to limit video games like that. But anyway, all right. So he says like a virgin as well. So are we right or wrong?
You're wrong. It's Holiday.
Holiday. That's right. I mean, I'm not a huge Madonna fan, but I mean, couldn't go anywhere without hearing both of those songs, and that's why I figured it was one. All right. Well, we're still tied up, I guess. You could say. Well, let's keep going since we got an audience. All right, let me move on. Let's see. Let's go classic games trivia for 500, Alex. Okay, we'll give you a little bit more of a softball here. And what you, well, it's not. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want that one. Okay, directing frogs across a busy road was the goal of which classic video?
What was it? Repeat the question again.
Okay, directing frogs across a busy road was the goal of which classic video game? Give you both. Give you guys out.
That would be interesting collecting foreign video games.
Yeah, I'm reading that too. I know for there's people out there just for the Atari, because there's like there's bootleg games that were only released in like Brazil. They're like, a lot of them are identical to other games, but they're totally different cartridges, totally different, or cartridge looks, different labels, different companies, and they made up different names. Anyway, he says Frogger. What do you say?
Yeah, I was gonna go Frogger.
Okay. Yep, you're both right. So
there's 3 of us right.
Yeah.
All right. In what year did John Lennon pass away?
1980. I think it was in June. That's an easy one. Or I think it's easy, because I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay, what do you think, Prim? What year was... And no cheating by Googling. Actually, John Lennon.
John Lennon. In what year did John Lennon pass away?
taking a picture of that up. Give him some time to.
Yeah, I am.
No, isn't he like an alien, like Elvis, and went to outer space? Well, along with Tupac Shakur, right?
Hey, they finally found
I
Tupac's killer.
I know, I read that I don't a week ago or something. Yeah. Uh, well, anyway,
No, I thought about. I mean, I could Google, but I'm not going to or anything. But anyways, yeah, you were right on the year 1980.
1980. Yep. And I think it was in June. Actually, could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. For some reason, I think it was June. All right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't put in a lot of movie. Well, actually, I might have forgot to do. Okay. Let's go back to video game series. Or no. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's a tougher one. Oh no, actually, this one you'll like. GoldenEye for the N64, the Nintendo 64, released in what year? To tell you the truth, I don't know if I would get this one exactly right if I didn't know the answer, but I'd get darn close. What year was GoldenEye released? Wait a little bit on the audience too. Shouldn't really be putting my phone in camera here.
The only date you remember is when Lemmy dies.
Okay, Birmingham says 1998.
Well, I was gonna go 1996.
Ooh, you both should have split the difference. It's 1997. And again, I probably would have said 96 too if I didn't know the answer. I thought because,
I'm just
that game has
taking a
some
wild
significance,
stab at it.
significance to us. Probably more you guys than Derek, but I was along for the ride too. All right. Well, yeah, you're asking me.
What year was the first computer released?
Repeat that one again.
What year was the first computer released?
Oh, first computer. Oh, well, are we going back to like the ENIAC or whatever? That was. Uh,
N-
we're talking about the ENIAC, right?
I don't
Back
think so.
ENIAC.
I
Maybe
don't
that's like
think so.
1939 or something. That's what I'm going to go with. We'll see what Prim here says. There we go. He says,
My guess is
"Oh, I'm a bad wrench. Hey, thanks for joining in. Define computer. An abacus. Well, what? Was that 4,000 BC? Like that? I'm thinking something with vacuum tubes. I was thinking like the ENIAC. Uh, well, what year? Throw out some years.
this says 1984, so I'm assuming they're talking about like the Apple.
Like like a PC. See, that doesn't seem about
Yeah.
right. Because I'm thinking of the ENIAC, which I know I got the. I was thinking like 1939. It was darn early. Maybe it's a little later. Okay. Well, I guess we got kind of got that one. Neither of us got that wrong, right? So okay. Okay, next game. Or next game. Question about added some of these. Okay, here we go. The first. Okay, here's one that some of these out in YouTube. The first Myst game released in what year?
I don't even really know what this game is, so.
Now I only played it a little bit. Derek had it. Got a kind of a it's a type of puzzle game. Think like Myst. Yes, Myst. What the first Myst game, because there was a couple of them. Yes, Myst with a Y. Yes, it was a type of point and click. Okay, after out at 92. Okay, so somebody says 92. I guess. What do you think?
I don't know. If he's going 92, I guess I'll go 94.
Okay. It was 1993. So, you guys are darn. You guys are really close. Really close. Yeah, let's cross that off.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
What year was Dirty Dancing released?
Oh, 1986. Give the folks at home a chance. I'm pretty confident.
Prim passes.
Okay. How about I'm a Bad Wrench? What do you think? Yes. Okay, well, I'm going with 86.
It was. Let me flip back here. It was 1987. You're really close.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and I mean, yeah, really close. I mean, I remember when it came out, and also mostly remember the music of the songs were all over the radio, or at least the main one. Lemmy died in 2015. No, John Lennon. Okay, next one up. Oh. But yes, we are both a fan, Motorhead. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now this one got a bonus question on it. Okay, So, in what game did Luigi first appear in? Right? What game did Luigi first appear? You guys out in YouTube land, don't forget to use the super chat. It helps us make this work a lot better.
I feel like this is a trick question.
Not really. All right. We have Super Mario on the NES. I'm a bad wrench says. Again doesn't have an answer. What's your question or what's your answer?
Well, there's the Atari game too, but it's not. I don't think it was called the same thing. You were just playing it the other day. Was it just Mario Brothers? I can't remember.
Yes, you are correct. Just plain old Mario Brothers. Now, here's the bonus question. What? And that game. So, what platform did Luigi? Basically, where did that game first appear?
Well, if I got that answer right, then I already know the platform. Or at least I have my guess.
Hang on, Prim. We'll get to your question there. Question. Okay, yeah. What platform?
So my guess would be Atari.
No, it's well, I'm a bad wrench. Got it. I just looked down at the chat and it came in. Game and Watch. Game and Watch. So those little handheld deals. So you got, like I said, you got the main one right, but no bonus points. All right. Okay, I'm going to go to Prim's question. What was the master cheat code from Turok 2 Seeds of Eden? Now, I have no idea. That game's too modern for me. The only modern game I play is Farming Simulator.
Is it that same famous cheat code that was on the original Nintendo, like up, down,
down, the Contra
left,
code.
left, right, some whatever it was?
I mean, I guess it could be as a reference to that, but I doubt it. I'm a bad wrench was Skip Gaming and like he collects handle. Neat. Side note: do you have Atari Lynx? That's something I always want when I was. Anyway, yeah. Well, anyway, print. Okay. Abaca, AABACAB. Okay. I don't know that. I guess is that it, Premian? Yeah, when I was little, I wanted a Lynx. I have, I have this four switch Woody here, and then later bought a Junior. Just they were cheap, and thought, well, better have another one. It's the same crap. And then, but I remember having a poster that came in with that whole literature. showed the links and stuff, and kind of always wanted a Jaguar too. About that time, I remember about that time, parents were still saying we have Atari at home. So.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I was sidetracked. I forgot whose question it was. Okay, in what year was the movie 60 Candles released?
Oh, Candles. That was say 83. I'm gonna go with 1983. You guys in the chat think.
You should throw some.
I'm going with 83.
All right. Well, you should have gone with your first guess.
84.
Your first answer.
See,
yep.
And I was thinking that. I see. Now here's my thought process. For some reason, I was thinking Pretty in Pink was 84, so it's like, oh well, this had to be for that. But now I'm thinking I have them backwards. Maybe she was in Pretty in Pink first. I know Some Kind of Wonderful came after. What's my nerd going on that one? All right. Let's see. We'll do a real softball here. The fictional state of San Andreas is what game? I should have just skipped over something like that. I do. You know what? Well, I don't know if this will be a bonus question. Well, actually, I'd have to look it up because now that I think about it, I'll ask the bonus question and see if anybody knows it. But I would actually have to look it up. But bonus question would be, how do you obtain the hot coffee mark? Remigan can look that one up for it. I don't want to admit you played it. Oh, come on. Actually, I've never played Vice City, though. I actually have the CD-ROM because you gave it to me. Well, I know you know that, so you're going to get a point.
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. But I want Remigan to look out. Let's see. How do you activate the hot coffee mod? In all fairness, I didn't know it existed. Thing later for the. All right. So my question.
All right. Which actor played the jock in the movie The Breakfast Club?
Emilio Estevez. Video pinball here. Emilio Estevez. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
San Andreas was the one based on L.A.
Yeah, DJ or Johnson or can't remember now.
And that was the one where you had to go eat food and
Yeah,
go work out, where you could become a blob or whatever. You couldn't run as fast or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, and then isn't that the one with Big Smoke, Big Smoke's order at the equivalent of the McDonald's? That's a meme. I know that's a meme.
Oh, I don't know.
That well, it was part of a mission you had to do. Okay, let me give you.
I like you got the old McDonald's buckets.
Yeah, these are the original ones from
Yeah.
the 80s. That one's a little faded because that one got used as kind of the head of make like a scarecrow kind of thing and put it out on the porch. Okay, here's another question for you. In the United States.
Wait. So you got it right. I was waiting on everybody else.
Oh, okay. No, the stoner was oh can't think of the actor's name. I I can't think of the. Yeah, I can't think of his. Now, I mean, there's Ali Sheedy, Molly Ringwald, of course, Estevez, Anthony Michael. Something like. Okay, well, anyway, your next question is: in the United States, what is the term used to describe the Sega Mega Drive? Like, come again over there. He would only know Mega Drive. What was the name of the Mega Drive? What did we call it over here? A bad wrench says the Genesis.
CD.
What was your answer?
Genesis CD.
No,
I don't know.
just the Genesis. He was right. Okay. Next question. All right. What's my next question?
What company made cell phones in the 1980s?
Well, Motorola. But well, but there'd be a couple of them, but big one I think that you're looking for is Motorola. The Mega Drive wasn't known as the Saturn in Europe. Well, I'm going Motorola. They made the brick, and
And I'm Bad Rich says Nokia.
yeah, see, I want to. They probably existed. We're making cell phones yet.
See if Prim has a guess. I'll give him a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so now that he answered, so everybody's right except for the very last thing that Prim has, the Sony Ericsson.
Ericsson.
There is a third one. So the answers were Motorola, Technophone, and Nokia.
Techno. I.
So I'm giving a point. That's close enough. I
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. Let's. Okay. There you go. Lost the ball. I can go. Okay. Um. Okay. Which developer released the Street Fighter game in the 80s? So Street Fighter for like NES or the arcade. Matter. Which video game developer?
It's okay, Prim. We're given plenty of time.
Yeah,
We're trying to
and we're
give plenty
actually
of
on
time.
like about a 10-second delay here as well. And I gotta keep remembering that. Yeah. Street Fighter in the 80s. I'm a Bad Wrench says Capcom. What does Prem have a guess?
Yeah, and I was gonna guess Capcom. So all three of us.
Okay. Capcom is correct. Okay. All right. What's my question?
What was Michael Jackson's biggest hit song?
Biggest hit song?
Yeah.
Well, I want to say Thriller, but it might be one of the later things. Like, that one might be a tricky one. Naturally, want to go with Thriller. He could have already topped that. No, I almost know it's not Billie Jean. Not Smooth Criminal. Not called Leave Me Alone. I know that. I like that song, but
We got a guess for Bad.
Bad up there. But I thought it was kind of critical. I know a lot of people liked it. I'm gonna. I want to say Thriller, but then I also want to throw out like Man in the Mirror, just because It might be a tough, might be a trick one. I guess I'll go with thriller, and I'll kick myself if it's something else.
And Prim goes thriller. So you and Prim are right. It's thriller.
Okay. Okay.
That's a song I actually try to listen to around the Halloween time every year.
Well, it's funny. I do too.
Or I should say, I try to watch it on YouTube so I can
Yeah.
watch all the zombies and stuff.
Well, actually, and I don't know who did it or made it, but there's a remix of it, kind of, and it's a remix. I downloaded it off of not Napster, like probably iMesh or something. I didn't use LimeWire, but probably like iMesh or something. But so it would have been a early 2000s remix. So kind of think of early 2000s like techno in there, and it's actually kind of good, actually. Okay. Oh, here we go. This will be more for Prim again, I suppose. But you might know this one. Which video game series features the Master Chief?
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the deal. I probably wouldn't actually know it uh, if I
It's
didn't know
Halo.
you. But
I'll throw my answer out there first. It's
Okay.
Halo.
Okay. How about the others out there?
Okay, Prim, we'll let you ask a
After this
question
one,
after this
I'll
one.
give you the answer. Yep, you're right. It's Halo. You know. Right
So
there.
go for it.
Okay, go ahead, Prim. Your question.
So Prim got it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played it, but I know enough about it that I knew that.
Well, Swanee was probably or was probably a fan. Okay, do your question. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. So did you guys get lots of candy?
We did. I mean, we'll be giving this year's candy out next year, just like we gave out some. we recycle it for about a week. We'll let them munch on it, and then we kind of slowly hide it away.
Prim says, "What movie mashed Halloween and Christmas together in a stop motion movie? It
I
would be
know.
The Nightmare Before
Nightmare Before
Christmas."
Christmas, yeah. Tim Burton. I'm actually not a real big fan of that movie, but I was a fan when it came out, but I was a fan because of the way they made it with the stop motion. And it's kind of
I never actually watched it.
like I've never seen what is it, The Corpse Bride or whatever, the spiritual sequel and stuff. But I liked it because of the way it was made, and I remember seeing like a TV special on it. Kind of like and that's part of the reason why I like Wallace and Gromit and like a few of those movies, like Chicken Run, and I think I've seen I know I've seen the Were Rabbit.
It. Oh. I'm Bad Wrench says I could not type it fast enough.
One of your favorite animated movies. Yeah, it's a good one, and the way they made it. I mean, it was kind of one of Not the. I don't want to say. I think it was the last of the kind of stop motion, but it was on the tail end before I started just doing everything with.
All right. What film used Blondie's "Call Me" song as the theme song?
Oh, and I got that on Vine. What movie? I feel like I should know this, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank.
How many family movies do you have to watch for Christmas, Prim?
Uh,
Mine used to be to watch Rudolph every year, but that was when I was younger.
yeah, of course we're doing that now. Of course, It's a Wonderful Life. It's always got a for me or
It, you saw in the theaters 5 times each with a different chick, but was that like 5 different nights in the same week or a month or
he's quite the player. although speaking of that, the movie Titanic, I saw that movie 3 times, and kind of like this. Well, in a way, the first one I saw it with. I want to say I saw it with Jeff. Uh, there in Alma, but and then the second time I saw it with some. I can't remember. I, I saw it with 2 other girls. Say that, but I can't remember who. But and you know that's a long that's a long movie, and I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched it since it came out. And here's the kicker. I I see it pop up on streaming, for free or whatever, and I almost am like, yeah, I should watch it. Just see all the things I forgot, catch some details or something. Then I remember that's like a 2.5 hour movie. I'm like, I don't have that. I don't want to waste that much time.
yeah.
I mean, I remember, I guess, at the time, kind of like the Nightmare Before Christmas. I more was interested in it from the movie making part of it, how they.
Well, yeah, because it was like supposed to be so advanced, if I remember right,
Because
for
they
its
used.
time.
I mean, they did use some early CG, but there was a lot of practical effects and other things, to make it. So honestly, that's that era movies. I saw a lot of different kind of almost for those reasons, or I have a connection to them, and partly that was formative.
Yeah.
You seem to remember a lot of those more than the others.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Last Unicorn, and the last one is always a different one. I've never heard of the Last Unicorn.
I haven't. I haven't either.
All right, so the answer to mine was American Gigolo.
Oh, okay. That's not a movie that comes to my. Oh, hold
Which makes sense.
on. Yeah. This might be a too easy a one, but which video game publisher is behind the Call of Duty series?
Um, that might not be so easy.
I just switched the game. I'm gonna. And what I'm playing is like instead of the OG Call of. That's hilarious.
Let's see. Trying to think of other game developers.
I'll give you a hint. If you're watching my stream, I'm playing one of their games right now.
Yeah, that doesn't help. I'm watching, but that doesn't help. Like,
Not doing very good. Normally, I'm better at this game.
he's going Activision.
Yeah, Activision. Yep.
I don't know, for some reason I kept thinking Ubisoft or something. I know it wasn't, I know it wasn't that Rainbow Six or something like that, 'cause
Or
that's,
Square Enix.
that's a different kind of series. Same kind of thing, sort of, but different series.
Yep, good old Activision. Yes. Well, yeah, that yeah, Microsoft just bought Blizzard or Activision. Yeah, but okay, well, you didn't get that one, which I kind of thought you would actually. That surprised me.
So, let's see. What TV channel played music video after music video?
Oh, MTV and VH1. Come on.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, Prim. I can't think of what it's called though. That Ubisoft makes that Tom Clancy series. I keep wanting to think it's Rainbow Six, but I don't know. That's right. Could Google it.
All right, here's another question here, and I know I'm a Bad Wrench is gonna get it.
It is Rainbow Six. Yeah, you and Prim are right.
Okay. What Atari 2600 game has your character running across alligator? There's a bonus question on this one.
I can picture the game. Off the title.
Run across alley.
I'm just gonna say Tarzan. He says Pitfall.
Well, that's for kind of a good guess just because of the music. Let the audience guess something. across. Sorry, 2600. Right? Run across alligator.
Prim says Pitfall. I think that's everybody.
It is Pitfall. Bonus question, though, and what? Okay, this is related to that. So it is Pitfall. What cartoon did the developer David Crane get the inspiration from? Now, I wouldn't normally know this, except for I've watched over the years. I've watched tons of interviews from like RGE and panels from this guy, so he's talked about it. So not like it's some weird fact, but kind of got to be really into the Atari 2600 and the whole thing with Activision being the very first third-party game developer. Oh wait, I'll give you some time. Give you some time. Maybe I'm a bad wrench. Might. And I'll give you full disclosure. I've never seen it because cartoon's too old. It's an old cartoon. Okay, cartoon is Heckle and Jekyll, and he talked about it. Saw the cartoon. I think it's the opening. The characters run across the mouths of alligators, so that's where he got the idea.
All right. What year was the film Big released?
Oh. 8 or 80. Tom Hanks. Go with 80. I'm gonna go with 89. Folks out land.
I've watched it a couple times, but I don't know. I just always kind of
Felix
found the movie a little depressing.
Felix the cat.
I've never even heard of Tex Avery.
Sounds familiar, but I guess I can't place it. What did I say? 1989? That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
How close was I?
It was 1988.
88. Well, didn't I say 88? I should have stuck with it because 88 was actually what popped in my head first. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. A little harder one. Question: which company released the Turbo Express in 1990? I can give you a little bit of a hint. Kind of a computer company.
Kind of a computer company. Commodore?
I'm a bad wrench, says NEC. That would be correct.
All right. Any? Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. In the film Big, the actor danced on what with his work boss?
Keep that.
In the movie Big, the actor danced on what with his work boss?
Oh, a large piano. I. A large. Well, yeah, a large keyboard, I guess. Like one of the most iconic scenes.
All right, Prim has a question. So yeah, that was correct. So Prim says, what was the biggest anime hit in 1988 and laid the major success for Japanese animation? It has something to do with motorcycles.
I'll have to think. I could actually know this. I'm not really into anime. Only one I've actually watched all the way through. Serial Experiments. You know what? I guess I don't know, because actually I can only think of about 3 animes. Serial Experiments Lane, Sailor Moon, and Cowboy Bebop. Well, I guess Dragon Ball Z I've heard of. I've never watched it. The other ones I guess I can lay claim to have actually watched.
I didn't watch. I haven't watched anime.
Never. Didn't never really catch me. Akira, I didn't know that. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I know. The Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man, what color is the maze?
I want to say blue.
Okay, we'll let the audience take a quick guess.
Speaking of anime, you said Cowboy Bebop. They evidently made a series of it, like live, like actors and stuff, on Netflix. Or well, I don't know if it's solely on Netflix, but I ran across it last night on Netflix.
Well, I tell you what, the only reason I've ever seen Cowboy Bebop and well, Sailor Moon I saw because cousins were in it. Cowboy Bebop. That one roommate I had in sophomore year. Well, remember when Tech TV used to be a thing? Cable. Okay. Well, anyway, they had an anime hour, and I saw it, as well as some other, well, that Serial Experiments Lane, which I don't think was like super well, it wasn't I don't think it was super popular. Or like, it was popular. Actually, what drew me to that one, though, why I remember it, is unique fact it kind of protected the internet the way we know it today. But anyway, Permian says blue on the maze, and that is correct. Instead of black, the way.
Okay. Which song spent 27 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in the early 1980s?
How many weeks?
27.
Pac-Man Fever. I'm kind of drawing a blank of something that
What's the name of the dog on Cowboy Bebop? I have no clue. Like I said, I haven't watched it. I did add it to my list just because I've heard the name before, but when I ran across it last night, I don't know if it'll be any good or not, but won't know if I don't check it out.
well, I only remember a little bit about it from the anime, and it didn't hold my. Well, I guess.
All right. So the answer to mine was Thriller.
Oh, Thriller. Well, that would make sense. I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. What was the name of the classic Windows game where players cleared a board of mine? A classic Windows game where players cleared a board of
Minesweep.
right? Anybody else have a guess?
Well, and that's what it's like. I know I've heard the name Cowboy Bebop, and I didn't know why until kind of brought it up tonight. But I just, like I said, I just ran across it on Netflix, and it's like, well, that kind of looks like something I might be interested in.
Well, like Premigan says, the story was good, and as I remember, that's partly what I remembered about it. That got me to watch through at least one series or season or whatever, however they broadcast it on here. It was on Tech TV, and I think had they called it Anime Fusion, something like that. Like, And the thing is anime wasn't it was already old by the time it was at least a couple years. I knew that was the thing about early Japanese anime. You didn't nerds like follow this stuff. Like, oh, that didn't actually air. That actually aired in the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, Minesweeper is the game. Get a point on that one.
All right. What was the highest selling record of the 1980s?
That almost would have to be Thriller as well, or it's got to be one of those. Guess I'll go with Thriller on that. I'd have to. A few more questions might have to call.
That would be okay, I guess. I'll have to. I'll look for some really good ones through my list then.
I guess I'm going to go with Thriller. I don't know.
Michael Jackson Bad.
Bad? Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, here. Which game begins in New Junk City?
New Junk City?
Yeah. One you might. I would think I'm Bad Ranch or. Again, might. A little. I don't want to say it's a modern. Compared to what I'm playing here, it's a modern game. 90s.
I don't know. I was gonna guess F-Zero for some reason.
That wouldn't be the bad guess, just because it's in that era. Give the audience a little bit of time to think about it. On this little play. All right. Starts in Eponia. I'm not sure what that is. Which game begins in New Junk City? Earthworm Jim.
Oh.
Like I said, that was a little harder one.
I never played that one.
Yeah, and I only played it once or twice because I forget. Some friend or something had it. Okay. How about one more from me and we'll call it. Got one more good one for me, and then we'll call it.
The heck? I've completely lost my audio.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, got it?
Yeah, what was, I don't know what that was.
Okay, got one
All
last
right.
got one last one for me, and then call it.
Yeah. What was the most popular television series in the 1980s?
Popular television. Probably Dallas.
God, I love that theme song. That's one of my favorite theme
Yeah.
songs.
I mean, I mean, maybe there's some more obvious one that I'm just thinking, but I
I
just know.
used to I used to I used to stay up just so I could listen to the theme song, and then I had to go to bed right after
Well, it's probably Dallas, but I guess it could be MASH. I mean, that was pretty popular. There was a ton of them. Funny thing is like I remember Dallas, but I remember Dynasty more, which it wasn't quite as popular. It was up there, but it wasn't quite as popular. Like, funny thing is, and I know this isn't it, but we're watching through Murder She Wrote. Oh, I know the answer to Primigan's question there. What was the first series that made the adventures of the Junkman successful? Barn Fresh. My one and only success on YouTube.
in Prim Guest Smashers 18.
18.
So the answer was Cheers.
Cheers. You know, my head was going towards that too, because then I was thinking like Seinfeld. Of course, 90s, but I was trying to think of what the Seinfeld. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Yeah, I could agree with that, or I could get that's it. Yeah. Didn't really watch that. I mean, I'd seen it. That's my parents just weren't really into that kind of show. We were watching reruns of Andy Griffith Show and Leave It to Beaver and Honeymooners and Father
Yeah,
Knows
it was in
Best.
the 80s.
Yours was in the. It might have spanned
I
out
didn't
a little.
I didn't really watch Cheers until we got to college. I got to college, and my one roommate, it was kind of weird because I'm over by Lincoln, but we got Fox from Grand Island,
Yeah.
and he wanted to he every night he wanted to watch Cheers, and there was something else on that channel too that now I can't remember. It was
Married with
I think it
Children.
was no, might have been Roseanne or
On Fox? See, I thought that was ABC. I
I
I
know.
guess I could be
Well, I
wrong
know it
on that
was
too.
Cheers, but I was thinking there was something else that we watched too, and yeah. So I didn't really watch it till I got to college, but it was entertaining enough for us in college.
Yeah. And I didn't watch it, but I remember in college, people were watching, and I think it was probably in syndication or reruns. But Boy Meets World, everybody was. I didn't. That was something people did watch parties for. I mean, I remember me and you. We watched Howard Stern.
I didn't watch Howard Stern.
Yeah, remember on Well, we'd watch like the tail end of it. Remember after we get from the gym?
Oh, maybe a little bit, but yeah,
Like it wasn't
I
like
don't
a
remember
regular
watching that
thing,
show.
but I can remember us watching it on the E network or whatever.
I can remember watching Monster House and Monster Garage and
What?
stuff, but I don't
Yeah,
remember that. And I think that was the start of MythBusters, or maybe that was a little bit after.
That
But
was just before. MythBusters was 2002, and yeah, Monster Garage. Well, what it started with was that Motorcycle Mania documentary, and that was in like 2000. Yeah,
that
it started that. It was just before it, and that's, I don't want to say that's what started MythBusters, but that whole everything, and then same with the OCC, American Chopper. That was it, and American Hot Rod and such.
see, we didn't have the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
No,
or at least not that I know of. We did. There was a movie that we had over here. Well, I mean, I'm sure it went around the world, but
yeah, I've only read the book, and that was a long time ago.
I had the book. I couldn't really quite follow the read. I tried to read it, but I couldn't really quite follow what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna shut this down, but do you folks out in YouTube land want to see a little behind the scenes? Want to see the janky computer that or my janky setup using to stream this? I'll give them a second to.
See, the cat came out to visit.
Yeah, well, they're both here. Well, they're wanting fed. It's a little late, a little past their feeding time.
What happened to your chairs?
Oh well,
I noticed that the other day when you were gaming.
Yeah, well, okay, I can spin it around. Okay, well maybe I'll do that. It's because, hang on. Oh, loosen my tripod here. Because the cats have been sitting in it, and I didn't want to clean it up.
Oh.
But anyway. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, you can see for everybody out there, here's the old video card that I had. This running it only has 1 gig of VRAM. Of course, not that the video card that I have in there is much better. It's got 2 gigs, but here's the capture device, PCR, which the Atari's pass throughing that, so I can see it on a CRT. Here's where the camera's hooked up. Wireless lav mic. There's the receiver bit, and got the lav mic transmitter there. So yeah. So if I just broke the fourth wall with you thought I was like really in like a basement, and then I guess there you go, guys. You can see yourself on the chat.
Oh man. Well, hopefully you have safe travels tomorrow.
There we go. So I don't know. Let's see if I got it back in the right spot. No, not quite. You guys that watch to the end, you're getting to see all the sweet behind the scenes DVD extra stuff. Down there. Yeah, there we go. So. Oh, that's right. You work the graveyard, so. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to shut her down. Thanks for watching. I had a good time doing this, and I'll maybe have to do this kind of thing a little more often. So.